Hey there folks, this is TheEskatun. Welcome back to the channel. So, I've decided to start another game. Be some changes coming up, but on the channel, you may or may not have noticed already. But I'm definitely going to try to play some new games and see what happens therein. We are going to start to play Star Trek Online. For those of you who don't know, Star Trek Online is a game that was created by Cryptic, and then probably about a year ago though. Now, maybe no, it was somewhere back in 2012. Perfect World bought it, and they now run the game. And when the game first came out back in 2010 or whenever it was, I picked it up and I played it. And I was gonna buy a lifetime sub, but I didn't because my wife wouldn't let me. Another story for another time. But I did play it, and I got. This is back when all they had was, all you could be as a Federation or a Klingon, and I played Federation, all the way up to Vice Admiral. But here we have, some very interesting stuff, for sure. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to go over the overviews real quick. In each side, whether you play Romulan or Klingon, it's all the same. They all have the same three, excuse me, branches that you can be. Three basic classes you can be. And that being in engineering, survivability, generator report, control, and they give you the whole spiel. This is more tanky, I guess you could say. This is more Healy, and this is more DPS based, basically. So you get, but I mean, you can fix your ship up to however you want it. These are the races over here. You can customize your alien. You can be a Orion. You can be a Nausicaan. Those of you who don't remember Nausicaans are the one that stabbed Captain Petard. No copyright there. In the heart in a episode of the Letheon and the Gorn, of course, from that old show, and the Klingons, of course, which is morphing all those guys. Then you come over here and you got the two basic races. You got Alien and Romulan. You could buy into the Reman, but you have to buy into them, like I said. The Federation, you've got Human, Andorian, Vulcan. No, that's Bajoran. Excuse me. Beta Z, Betazoid, Bolian, Ferengi, the Placard, which I'm not sure they were in the game at start. I definitely know these Regals weren't at start. The Surin, I think they were. I think these guys were. The Trill definitely were. The Vulcan, of course. And, there are certain, depending on what you buy, depending on what class or race or whatever, actually, if you click on here, excuse me, I'm sorry. This cough just really came into my throat out of nowhere, and it's really frustrating. I'm really sorry about that, folks. But anyway, the Vulcans, you see what all the Vulcans get. They get nerve pinch, which is a ground, situational awareness, creativity, and they get stuff for being a Vulcan. Same with every race: hypermetabolism, mental discipline, resilient, warp theory, every race is like this, stubborn. But, and this didn't used to be the case, but with Alien, you used to get to pick 3 custom traits, and now that's not the case. But I'm thinking, since this is an inaugural episode, a lot of people don't like the Bajorans, but Deep Space Nine has always held sort of a close place in my heart. I'm not really sure why, but it definitely does. And what I'm thinking here is I'm thinking of going with science, because you can see what you get for being a science officer. You get sensor scan and tricorder scan. Tricorder scan is your ground thing, and sensor scan would be your ship ability. If we go over here to, you would see that I would reroute to power to shield 1 and rotate shield front to. Actually, I think those are both ground stuff. Yeah, I definitely know these are. So we're gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and do science, just because I want to try something different. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and, as I'm gonna get this, obviously I'm gonna go through a tutorial, and then I'm gonna start maybe a KDF. I don't know. I think a KDF engineer and maybe a Romulan tactical. We'll have to see how it goes. So now we're in the appearance tab. They've changed this since the last time I've played even. You can select your uniform. This is the standard one. It comes with Star Trek Online. You can just change it to that. That one is really sleek. It's sort of a Section 31 look, if you will. This is a variation of one I liked a lot, and honestly, that's might be what I go with. But I mean, all these uniforms, you got the Next Generation film outfit. Yeah, I mean, so you got some interesting. I've always liked these pants. I've always like, excuse me, when I had my my account, which you might see at some point, I haven't decided yet. But I used to use a style very similar to this, and I think I just basically went with this and just changed the outfit, made the inside of the pockets. But you can pretty much, I think we're going to go with these sleek Sierra black, sort of like that. Over here you can change the jaw, you can change the face, the way it looks, very customizable. I don't really like, ooh, you know what I do like? A beard. Interesting. I think, I don't like that a lot. I like the beard though, I just don't like it that gray. Change his hairstyle. Maybe that. I think we're gonna have to go in and do some reconstruction on the hair and whatever. Where's the hair? Beard. That's what I want, is the beard. How do I change the beard? Change the length of the beard? Maybe give him a slightly longer beard? Of course not. Full beard. Oh yeah, I can choose the color. I don't like that. I like a little red. Is it a little red now? Yeah, but I think we need to change the hair now a little bit. Maybe give him some a little red, right? I think he looks okay. I don't really see many Bajorans that look like that, right? It's a full beard. I haven't seen him anyway. So yeah, body wise, I think we're okay. On the women, I like to play with the breast a little bit, but that's just me. You can change it. You can make him jacket loose or jacket tight. Well, I think we'll go keep with the jacket tight. You know what? I'm okay with all this. I just want to get through some of this relatively quickly, and we're going to go ahead and save this and move on to the next part. So now here's where we get. So this is what our guy gets to look like. You get to name him. Now, when I originally played this game, I came up with a name, with a Bajoran name, because I thought I wanted to play the Bajoran, but then I ended up playing the alien because you can get different names. And so I'm going to bring back that name, and that name is one thing I did learn about when you're playing Bajorans is, like, remember on Deep Space Nine how there was Major Kira and Nerys? And they would always call her Kira because that was her last name, even though it was in front. Because in Bajorans, you don't like say your name was Timothy Randolph. You wouldn't call him Randolph because Randolph would be his last name. And so with Bajorans, it's like Nerys is the first name. So the reason they called her Kira was because, you know, that was command structure, Major Kira. You don't call her like Miles O'Brien. It was always O'Brien or Chief O'Brien. Same thing with Kira, even though it was Kira Nerys. Nerys would be her first name to us. Just, I don't know why I did that, but I just thought that would be a little bit stuff to know. So, I'm thinking, I like Elam. So we're going to go with Elam. Is that how you spell Elam? Captain Elam? I don't know. I think it's like that, actually. A-M. So, Elam. Captain Elam. And we'll go, Tobor. Elam, even though I just told that story. I'm going to sort of not do with that. And you can put backstory in here if you want to. It's optional. But you get to name your first ship. And so I'm going to go with, I don't know, because I happen to have this, and you're going to laugh at me when you hear this, but I happen to have this magazine where I'm reading about koalas. And so you're not going to have your first ship very long, so why not? The USS Koala. Why not? It's fun, no big deal. So we'll hit engage and we'll get into the tutorial. And they changed the tutorial. I don't know that I've played this new one in improved tutorial before, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a cut in here as we're loading in, and I'll restart on the other side. Sweet. Okay. So we'll be back. See you guys.